Aside from the beautiful scenery, the amazing landscapes and lovely weather, this holiday, this 10 days in Greece has actually taught me a lot about productivity. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you the 4 insights I've received from my time spent away on holiday. Hello, I'm Dylan, I'm 18, I coach unproductive people to turn productive using tactical techniques and strategies that have changed my life forever. I spent 5,000 hours or 210 days straight wasting my life away on Call of Duty and other such video games, but now I effortlessly and easily breeze through large amounts of my work for my business, education, personal development goals, and I'm helping other people do the exact same with videos like this. I've just spent 10 beautiful days in Greece. I've been spending a lovely time with my family, with my friends, and having a good time, while maintaining consistent output in my work and making progression in the business. See, when I was on this holiday, I actually had one of my best days in business and YouTube career so far while relaxing by the pool. And this is one of the insights I've received from this holiday so far in terms of productivity, is the Pareto principle is 100% true. 20% of the work you do equates to 80% of the results you get. I found this so true because when the day's full of tours of Greece, of enjoying days by the pool, of going down the beach, and these different tasks, you don't have a lot of time to work, so you focus on the tasks that actually are going to progress you. So my tasks and my day plan was so small yet so powerful and pungent in terms of progression in business, because all I needed to do was record videos, edit videos, script videos, content generate, post video, make short form content, and a bunch of other minor business tasks. But it just showed me that you can really narrow down the amount of work you put in while still maintaining success and maintaining consistent and repeated progression in the business. So I was doing kind of minimal work, but still getting consistent progress using the Pareto principle. It's opened my eyes in terms of the routine I had before, where I'd work 6, 7, 8 hours a day on the business, on top of college, on top of gym, on top of all the other hobbies I have, and I would make good progress. But now I found on holiday, after taking this time off and working less, I'm still getting the same result using the Pareto principle by focusing on the 20% of tasks that are actually giving me the reward I want in terms of success in the endeavor I wish to succeed in. The actionable step I'm going to give to you is imagine your work hours, not your normal day, not your normal hours of the day, the time you spend working, whether it be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours during the day. Imagine each of those hours were £1,000, were valued at £1,000. So as you spend the hour, as you utilize the hour, £1,000 is gone. So if you spend the hour doing useless nonsense jargon for the business that isn't really pushing the needle, you've wasted £1,000. When you employ this structure into your business, into your productivity, into your studies, whatever you want to succeed in, then you realize what the nitty-gritty, the key points of progression are, and you can only focus on them. And that's exactly what I did to myself. That's why I'm still making consistent progress while putting in minimal effort as I relax by the pool on holiday. It's super simple. The second productivity insight I found while on holiday, relaxing, enjoying my time, lack of structure or routine has been the biggest drawback to my productivity on this holiday. See, when you wake up and you're waking up at different times and you're doing different things during the day and your structure's a little bit more loose, so in the morning maybe you can get some work in, but then on the next day you have to do it in the afternoon or the evening. This lack of routine has kind of limited the progression, because although the Pareto principle still does hold true and I don't have to do as much work, finding in these pockets of time to place the work in during the day has definitely had a toll on terms of my productive output. I still get the work done, but it's not in the productive manner I'd like it to be in a few of the times, because I haven't got this routine. See, when I'm at home and I'm not on holiday, I'm in the daily swing of things. Everything is dialed in to the hour of what I have to do during the day, and it means that my life is effortless. I wake up, I know what I need to do because I planned the day the night before, and I go through the day easy, breezing through my tasks. Task 1 done, task 2 done, task 3 done, record video, edit video, make thumbnail, post video, speak to clients, and then when I finish the day, it's been super productive because I'm in the swing of things. Whereas when I'm on holiday, the tasks, I'm not in that swing. I'm not in that routine. I'm not in that structure. And it means that sometimes I'm taking a hit to the productivity. So how have I countered? So the actionable step from this insight for you is to have a strict routine. Have that military plan. When I speak to people and I coach them towards productivity, the one thing that people love, and I love to do for people, is to plan the days with them. I mark out every single section of the day, what they should be doing, when they should do it, whether they should do analytical tasks in the morning, creative in the evening, etc. All based around them and their kind of archetype. And they love it. People love routine. People thrive on routine, and productivity comes from structure. If you're doing the same things every day, it's impossible to fail because consistently you're putting in the same right amount of effort to get the success you want because it's structured and dialed into your routine. So the actionable step for you is to plan your ideal productive day. Whether it's using a physical planner or an online planner that I have linked in the description for you at less than 17 pence per day, I want you to plan your days. I think it would be really useful for you to plan your ideal day and try and stick to it as much as possible. Find your routine and you'll find productivity. The third insight I found from this holiday is novelty equals productivity. Novelty creates productivity, and I've made videos on this before, but how do you think when I sit down at a desk on the balcony looking over the beautiful mountains of Greece, do you think I'm going to struggle with procrastination? Do you think I'm going to struggle to find the motivation, the intrinsic drive to complete the work? And the answer is no, because the scenery is blissful, it's motivating, it's beautiful to look at, and it's novel, it's new, it's not my average environment, which means when I sit down at the desk, I have this dopamine, I have this serotonin from the view, and everything's kind of molding my mind into a sense of me wanting to do work. And the same can be true for you. So the actionable step, try to do work in different places. Go to a library, go to a cafe, go to a different room in your house, or move your desk to the opposite side of the bedroom, and you'll find a weirdly intrinsic drive to get the work done just because you've changed the environment. And this may not apply to me, but it might apply to you. If you struggle with procrastination and you're a big procrastinator, when you go to a different room, your identity is left behind. You can be in this new environment, you can employ this new mindset of productivity because you procrastinate in your bedroom, but when you go to the dining room, you're locked in and you do your work efficiently and effectively. So it can be useful for you, whether you change the room, change the environment, or you change the music you listen to, or you change the tactics and techniques you're using in terms of how you're getting the work done productively. And you may be wondering, I don't have any tactics, I don't have any productivity routine, I don't have any productivity strategy. And if you do need help with that, the top link in the description will take you to my productivity performance plan, in which I've opened up 5 spots until June 13th for you to change your life forever and reap the rewards of success by being productive. I will hold your hand personally through the trials and tribulations of productivity, do daily check-ins with you. You'll have templates, trackers, tools, my exclusive framework to be productive, get work done without procrastinating. And you'll have a free award-winning physical planner to plan your days effectively. If that sounds interesting, check it out. But changing your productivity structure, what you do to do the work, whether you usually type out the work you're doing, you usually type out the copy or type out the essay you're doing, maybe speak it. Maybe change from typing to speaking to listening. And then you're creating this novelty, this excitement in the work, and you'll find it a lot easier to complete. Finally, the insight I've received most on this holiday in terms of productivity and getting work done is spontaneous productivity comes without structure. And what I mean by this is one day I was sitting by the pool, I've done all my work, and I'm just thinking. I'm just staring into the sun, getting a nice tan on, and I come to the conclusion that I need to improve my conversion rate on my website. For the products I sell, I need to make them convert nicer. So when people click on it, more likely to buy stuff because it looks nicer, everything's smoother, the process is faster, the load time's speedier, and you just have a better experience. The user interface is better, meaning this conversion rate will go higher. And I wouldn't have reached this kind of conclusion in my day-to-day life. I wouldn't have had the time to think, to ponder, to kind of find the bottlenecks in the business. I would have just progressed in terms of my usual structure. I would have done the next thing I needed to do, done the next thing I needed to do, and by the time I look up at the time, it's time for bed, I go to sleep, and I do the exact same for the next day. And that's good for progression, that's good for productivity, that's good for consistent success in the long run. But sometimes you need this break to find the bottlenecks, and for me it was conversion rate, for you it might be something else, for you it might be the way you're reaching out to people, or the way you're revising to get the grades you want to get, but you won't find it unless you break routine sometimes. And the actionable step for you is to take one day out of your week and give it a looser structure. Give it a looser plan. Don't follow it to a T. Leave open a window for you to actually contemplate the bottlenecks. Just think about what you're doing and you'll come to a kind of conclusion of what you should actually be doing. And I immediately took action when I came to this conclusion that I need to improve my conversion rate. I did lots of research, and you guess what happened? My conversion rate increased because I allowed for spontaneous productivity to lead me to the bottleneck that was actually hindering my business. I hope you found this useful. And again, if you're looking to get more help from me, improve your productivity and inevitably bring you to success, because productivity is the bottom line of fitness. Fitness endeavors, business endeavors, educational endeavors, self-improvement endeavors, everything boils down to productivity and your ability to get work done. And if you can't do it, the top link will help you. The top link will take you to my productivity package, which will help you get to that result. If that sounds interesting, check it out. But I appreciate you for watching. Thank you.